number 3, here's another story we're following into 2023. The Supreme Court's current term could deliver bombshells, as we saw in 2022, from affirmative action to voting rights. A lot of major decisions expected. Here is our chief legal correspondent, Katie Barlow, joining us in
How are you?
newsroom.
Good.
How's everything?
I feel like the Supreme Court has never been as hot of a headline as it has been in the last, say, 12 months.
I feel like it's been a very busy season just working here. But no, there's a lot going on this term. We've got a lot of cases that have already been argued that we've talked about on air, but that we're going to get decisions next year. So we've got affirmative action coming up. We've got a huge case about elections and basically whether state legislatures are going to have unfettered power to decide how elections are run in the state. We've got a free speech case that's kind of combined with a gay rights case about a website designer out in Colorado who says that the state law there is violating her right to free speach because she doesn't want to make websites for same-sex couples.
Reminds me of the baker and the cake.
It's very similar to that one, but that, of course, Marina, the future law school student that she is, knows this case. There was a case about a cake baker who didn't want to make a cake for gay couples. That case turned on a religious issue. This one's really about free speech. So you not only have the right to free speech in this country,
but very different.
Yeah, you have the right to free speech, but you also have the right not to be compelled to speak. And she's saying that this law is compelling her to make this website.
But there is a law already, except it's a state law.
Yeah, exactly, in Colorado. So the Supreme Court's going to decide whether that law stays or goes.
Wow.
This is
it always bogs down to the states. That's what I've seen here. Dobbs, Roe, I mean, it all goes back to the states, and that's where the Supreme Court seems to be leaning.
Yeah, well, look, our founders wanted states to be laboratories. We wanted them to experiment. We wanted them to kind of figure things out, but sometimes they go a little too far, and that's the role of the court.
Two things. One, I love this classroom, this legal classroom going on here. But I think I speak for everybody who's watching who's saying, come on, can we finally get... Can we get back to some semblance of progress? It seems like we just keep taking steps back.
This is not your Supreme Court if you want a progressive Supreme Court. Yeah, by the way, the court's not supposed to be progressive. They're supposed to move slowly. The court is supposed to slow things down.
I don't have that much time, Katie. I need stuff to go down.
Justice Joe over here is ready to get moving.
Yes, I need to sit down on the court.
One big thing that I think a lot of people, especially our generation, are looking to and at is loan forgiveness, student loan forgiveness, and a lot is riding on that.
There are a bunch of cases that are kind of percolating through the courts right now. Obviously, the Biden administration is interested in the Supreme Court kind of saying, look, you can go ahead and go forward here because everything is on pause. But, you know, we'll see. I would imagine the Supreme Court is going to have a few things to say. It just is a matter of which case and how.
Come on, man. Give us the forgiveness. Give us the forgiveness, man.
Justice Joe
was only that easy.
Give us the forgiveness.
But it is that easy. It really is that easy.
The other big one, though, is affirmative action. So the Supreme Court has said that you can consider race in college admissions. They've already said that that's allowed. Obviously, they have something else to say here because they've decided to take up another case on this topic. It's out of UNC and Harvard, and the Supreme Court is going to decide whether colleges and universities can consider race as at least one factor in a holistic review of an applicant. That's going to be a big one that I think a lot of people are keeping an eye on.
So much has changed when it comes to college admissions, and it seems like this, too, may change. And I think it's a different world for students coming in now, looking ahead to higher education.
Yeah, the folks coming in here are actually saying that these schools are discriminating against Asian American applicants. And so we'll see what the court says. But it was a long oral argument. I could say I sat there for the nearly 5 hours of it.
Did you?
Everyone had a lot to say.
Okay. They should have let me come in. I had
Justice Joe, where
I got something to say about the affirmative action. Oh, I got something to say,
Hey, we always appreciate your expertise. Thank you for coming on, looking ahead to 2023.